يشغل الأعداء بل
Yeah, find water.
Mike, you gonna drink your soda now or what?
Yeah, I want it now. Hey, do we have orange? Hello, Harry S. Truman Elementary School. Say hello, guys.
Hello.
How's it going? Hello. We hear that you've been working really hard, reading a lot of books lately, and we want you to know that we think that that's really cool, right?
Yeah.
Really cool. Congratulations, Hall of Famers.
Woo! Way to go.
Way to go.
We had to do a lot of reading to prepare for this trip. We looked at a lot of maps. We read a lot of research on other people who have done traveling in this part of the world before. We read a lot of books on medicine and how to take care of ourselves in the jungle and in the desert if we have an emergency. We read a lot of books on Spanish, how to speak the language down here because they don't speak English. And we read a lot of science books because science is cool. We also brought a bunch of books with us. Some of those include our Spanish textbook, another dictionary. We brought some first aid books, guidebooks of the area. We each brought a Bible and a journal so we can take notes of what happens. You guys have had a lot of really great questions, and we really had a lot of fun answering them. And we're going to go ahead and introduce ourselves. Hi, my name's Chris Thompson.
My name's Daniel B. Wallace, and down here I'm known as Diego.
My name is Michael Barris.
My name is Daniel, and I like to wear blue shirts. My favorite food is black beans and rice.
I love ramen noodles. I love them.
My favorite food has got to be French fries. It's really bad for you, though.
Cheese.
When I was at Salisbury, I was in the Salisbury Youth Association, and I played baseball.
Favorite sport is professional pasta wrestling.
My favorite sport is beach volleyball, usually at the beach.
My favorite sport is climbing trees.
My favorite music is trip hop, and my favorite band is a band called Röyksopp. They're from Norway.
My favorite music is Christmas music.
I listen to a lot of alternative rock and grunge music. It helps me pedal faster.
My favorite music is bluegrass.
My favorite place that I've seen so far on the trip is probably the town I'm in right now called Iquique, because it's a beach town.
I would have to say is Tierra del Fuego. It's barren, it's open, there's just little tiny scrub grass everywhere, and there's tons of wind. My favorite place on the trip has been the Carretera Austral. It's really wild and remote there, and really beautiful and really rugged, and that's the kind of place I like.
I really liked being in the desert. It was hot and sunny, and there were like no clouds in the sky, and it was just wide open and wild, and there was nothing can live there because it's so hot and dry, and I really liked it.
Yeah, you know, a lot of things that we did as kids really helped prepare us for this trip now. As a kid, I didn't do anything except read books.
Cub Scouts and then Boy Scouts in Salisbury Township.
My best friend and I, Andy, would spend every summer day in the woods.
I went on a lot of camping trips. I read books so much that my parents told me I'm not allowed to read books anymore.
Just hacking down paths and building forts.
Canoeing and things like that. I read books instead of eating. I read books instead of sleeping.
We used to go on camping trips and stuff.
And so I've always wanted to be outside.
I went on a lot of backpacking trips.
Sleeping outside and other crazy things like that.
And I think that the books really got me interested in traveling.
I read the Dragonlance Chronicles by Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman. and they're fantasy series, and I read lots of those books. I like dragons.
My favorite books growing up were definitely the Tarzan series by Sir Edgar Rice Burroughs, Sherlock Holmes by Arthur Conan Doyle, and The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson, and The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain.
I think when I was at Truman, I probably checked out all the Garfield books 10 times each. I also like to read the Hardy Boys books. But I think that my favorite book was a book called Hatchet by Gary Paulson. And there are a couple more in that series about this kid who got in a plane crash and had to learn how to survive on his own in the woods.
A good question that we got was, what is an empanada?
What are we eating here?
They call this a cheese empanada.
Empanadas.
Doesn't have much cheese in it.
What else?
Rotate Masillo. It's like honey water with oats and dried apricots. It's good.
I found some cheese.
There it is.
Well, a lot of you have wondered who exactly is in charge in our group. And the truth is,
Me.
I am. I'm in charge of everything. I am. I'm definitely in charge.
I'm the leader of the group.
Usually I make most of the decisions.
Did somebody say something else?
Yeah, a couple other people said they were in charge.
No, they're wrong.
They were lying. I'm in charge. I'm the boss. Everyone listens to me. The guys do everything I say.
The leader.
Yeah.
My role in the team is to make everyone go faster on the road and not take breaks. And I think I eat the most, so if there's any food left over, I usually eat that food. Maybe a vacuum cleaner would be a good title for me. Trash can.
I'm a leader. I plan where we're going to go next. I make contacts with the locals and try to figure out where we're going to stay. I decide our route. I'm the researcher. I read blogs of other people who have been here to figure out where we should go. I cook.
I probably take the most pictures. I make a lot of the videos, but the other guys are learning how to do that too. Beard maintenance technician. It's one of my titles.